But we want to thank you for taking the trouble of digging through.
The Minister of Fisheries and Water Resources, Mas Aksigai, praised the participants and winners for keeping track of the development events unfolding in this country since 1994. Documenting them, the minister said, provides the opportunity for future generations to know what had transpired in history.
This is all about here keeping track of what has happened. And again, it has made people to understand what has happened. Not only you, but at least the publicity of your answers made others to learn from what has happened. And I think this issue will continue, so much so that much of the past will be known at this present time by this generation and yet to go on to know.
For you to make informed decisions, you must know what is happening in terms of the development of this country, Fatugay, the Minister of Environment, Parks and Wildlife, told the winners. She commended teachers for participating in the competition and expressed delight that the first AFPRC public project had emanated from an initiative that has something significant to do with the environment.
Probably not all of them have these questions wrong, but these are the first six that were chosen. Therefore, the development of this country, these questions are part of them, and it has come to realization of what is achieved by the President and the government up to today.
Edward Preda and Safiatou Koli, on behalf of the participants, thanked the President for the initiative and said it shows his concern for the welfare of Gambians. Words for them may be an understatement. Many are called, but only few are chosen. Keba Diba, GRTS.
Meantime, the Vice President and Minister of Women's Affairs, Dr. Esrinjai Seidi, has held bilateral talks and discussions with government and private company officials in the United Arab Emirates meant to forge fruitful cooperation with the government of the Gambia. The report by Mama J shall come in a subsequent news bulletin. Supporters of the ruling Alliance for Patriotic Reorientation and Construction in the Kanifing municipality have pledged a sum of $150,000 as their contribution towards the forthcoming 5th National Party Congress. Babkar Kamara reports the pledge was made during a meeting between members of the task force and party loyalists.
Brought to bear with an act to transform the country and brought to the forefront of democracy by stern political vanguards, stand firm and upright for a party surviving 19 years of progress and service to its electorate. Its progressive stance of consultation has recently taken a task force on a countrywide tour meant to gather facts on the party's political structures, with an increasing role of sensitizing its members on the 5th forthcoming APRC Congress. Speakers such as the Speaker of the National Assembly and the task force chairman, Honorable Abdoulaye Bojang and Honorable Fabakary Tombon-Jatta respectively, spoke on the unprecedented developments registered by the APRC party within the past 2 decades. But we are unanimous in what they refer to as review of attitude should there be consolidation of gains registered. Other speakers such as the APRC National Women and Youth Mobilizers, respectively Mayor Yankuba Koli, Ajay Jatta and Per Minte, both spoke on the stance of the APRC government and its rapid development compared to some 30 years ago, when there was much to be desired on the country's infrastructure. Pledges emanating from the party members within the Kanifing municipality to support the Congress, some up to over 150,000, with prominent pledges emanating from the women groups and Councillor Serif Sar of Old Joson Ward, with respective sums of $50,000 and $20,000. Other pledges emanate from party stewards and supporters. Babakar Kamara, GRTS.
Gambia Chamber of Commerce and Industry is playing host to a team of Italian business executives who are in the country to explore investment opportunities. The potential investors on Monday took part in a forum jointly organized by the Chamber and the West African Constellation Program. The interface dealt mainly with means of enticing the visitors to invest in areas like capacity building, construction, agro-industry, fabrication and food production. Samuel Ba reports.
As an industry and the West African Constellation Program have joined forces to bring local investors and their counterparts from Italy and Europe to explore the possibilities of tapping business opportunities on the Smiling Coast. The West African Constellation Program is an Italian business organization now chaptered in Banjul And the main thrust of this meeting is seeking to further unlock some of the Gambia's potential areas of growth.
The program about is the development in the Gambia country of sustainable activity in the infrastructure sector, in the agro-industry sector, and in the business sector.
The concept is also great, as most of the people involved in work would be Gambians, skilled, unskilled labor, technocrats, under the supervision of their counterparts from Italy or wherever in the world. So that's what the program is all about. Financing being also a part of the problems. We're trying to ensure that we get finance from Deutsche Bank through the IMF.
The concept of this interface is merging local entrepreneurs and technical personnel with Italian and European companies. The opportunities envisaged, therefore, are a wider spectrum for economic growth. The catchphrase for actualizing that dream, according to business experts, is involvement.
Gambia stands to gain in the areas of employment, infrastructural development, and technology. Training is also part of it, as most of these people, when they come around, they would be able to enhance the skills already acquired by our own people.
Through PowerPoint presentations, the respective team leaders were able to highlight all sectors intended to be explored, ranging from agro-industry, energy, water treatment, general construction, and furniture, among others. The advent of this construction and other prospective business entities could herald more opportunities for homegrown enterprises.
It's quite interesting that we're seeing more investors coming into the Gambia. This will really change some of the concepts that we have been using all the time. We understand these guys or these companies are coming to bring their own products, and we want to make good use of their being here in the Gambia. We hope we can work together to also be able to achieve our aims and objectives.
It is the offshoot of what is expected to unlock diverse business opportunities in agri-food production and construction, and also the beginning of an envisaged partnership between foreign companies in Europe with their Gambian counterparts. Samuel Ba, GRTS.
That report by Samuel Ba takes us to our first break. We'll be back with news from outside the Gambia.
NAWEC Staff Association presents the Benna Papa Concert live at the Independence Stadium, featuring Asanjai and Ngewelgi Band, Super Eagles, G, Jelly Madi, T Smalls, Bai Babu, Damai, Manding Mori, Benjamin, ST, Jelly Bakuyate, Broke, Humanity Stars, backed by the Humanity Stars. Entrance, $75 for children, $100 regular tickets, and $300 VIP. It's an afternoon gig starting at 5 p.m. 5 p.m. live at the Independence Stadium on the 2nd February 2014.
Super Savers.
Welcome back. Egypt's powerful defense minister and head of the Supreme Council of Military Forces is set to become the country's new leader. The army chief has now been promoted to the rank of Field Marshal. The Military Council has also named Field Marshal Abdel Fattah al-Sisi as its candidate in the forthcoming presidential elections. But as we hear in this report, some Egyptians are worried about the military's move.
This is Egypt's top military council's choice to run as their candidate in the presidential elections. Back in August 2012, Abdel Fattah al-Sisi took an oath of office in front of President Mohamed Morsi, who promoted him from head of military intelligence to president of the Supreme Council of Military Forces. A few months later, Sisi ended up being behind the ouster of Morsi after millions of Egyptians demonstrated against the Islamist Muslim Brotherhood in power. In doing so, Sisi nicely positioned himself as savior of Egypt.
We will not agree or approve or allow Egypt to enter a dark tunnel of conflict or internal fighting or civil war or sectarian violence or the collapse of the state's institution. I hope that we all protect Egypt.
59